Alright, so as the title says, this is a bit of a storytime video. A sad storytime video though, unfortunately. And it is of course about Antisocial Social Club and an order I placed with them over a year ago now. And if any of you are just the littlest bit familiar with Antisocial, you probably heard about their shipping issues. You know, check any Instagram posts that they make, which is usually how they roll out their drops. They show it or they like preview it on Instagram and then they have the drop on their website. But if you check the comments under almost like any post, you see things like anti-shipping, shipping club, people saying ship my order. And that really conveys the magnitude of how poor their shipping really is. And before we get into it, if you guys do like this design, this is for my brand FACADE. We won't be releasing this black on white, but we will be releasing a black on black May 7th, which this video should go up well before then. And if you guys want to check out what we already have released, or you want to show support and keep an eye out for upcoming releases, the Instagram will be linked in the description down below, as well as the website. Now, without further ado, this is my story of how I became one of those people who never got their Antisocial Social Club orders. So I placed my order on January 11th, 2020. Yes, like I said, it's been well over a year, and there's something special about this order because it was a mastermind collaboration. You know, usually when they do the big collection releases like fall, winter, spring, summer, whatever, they have a couple collaborations that they also push out with it. And this time around, Mastermind was one of them. They used to do it more regularly, but as of lately, maybe since I complained so much, they've been moving away from it. Anyway, I was really hyped about this because I like a lot of the Mastermind designs, but if you're aware of Mastermind and their price tags that come alongside their pieces, they're a couple $100s just for a t-shirt. But this jacket that I got, it was a Coach jacket, I think is what they called it, had like a big skull and crossbones on the back, the Mastermind branding. It was really dope, and it was only $128, I think, before shipping. Man, I remember it like it was yesterday. The Antisocial drop. What's that, babe? You love me so much and you're never gonna leave me? Same. Go back to sleep though. I'm just waking up early to cop Antisocial. No way. I got it. So like I said, I placed that order on January 11th, and it wasn't until June 5th that I got the shipping email. And I'm experienced with Antisocial. I've placed several orders with them, and sometimes it can take up to 6 months to get your piece. I think usually what they say on their website is like 2 months. Wait 2 months before like emailing them, or expect a 2-month wait at least, because it is a pre-order piece. So after 5 months of waiting, getting that shipping confirmation email finally, and then watching it sit at label created, like FedEx awaiting item, for a couple weeks, I decided to reach out to customer support. And this is how it went. As promised, here we are, the Mastermind collab order email messages finally being released. 31 messages, and we have a full 27 pages, so strap in, it's gonna be a wild ride. Starting things off, I led with, do these items even exist? Literally nobody who had ordered it has received them. Placed my order back in early January. You can see I'm sending this July 23rd, so several months have passed, and received an email saying you guys created a shipping label over a month ago. What is the status of the item? Are they being created? Do they exist? Will I ever receive my order? Find out on the next episode of Dragonball. So the message is obviously kind of playful. I honestly wasn't really expecting a response at all. I'd never dealt with Antisocial customer service before. I knew it was going to be terrible, but going into it, I thought it would be kind of like Revenge's customer service, which is just non-existent. But as you can see, a couple days later, 6 days later, July 29th, I got a response. Thank you for contacting Antisocial Social Club. We apologize for the inconvenience you're having with your order. We are currently launching an investigation over your case. We appreciate your patience. We'll email you back once we have a resolution to your matter. So this isn't bad. I don't think this is a bad response at all. This is pretty good. They got my name right. They tell me that they're going to be looking into it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm happy with this. So 2 days pass, or 3 days or whatever pass, the 31st, no email yet, so I send them back. Any update on this? Hopefully you guys can get it sorted out before the next drop swamps you. So this is in relation to their spring summer drop, or their spring collection. I forget exactly how they split it up, but they had one of their big drops dropping that Sunday, I believe. Antisocial is like Sunday 8 a.m. for me anyway. So I was hoping, maybe you guys can sort this out before you drop your next big collection. So We did get a response later that day. Impressive, good speed. They said, "Thank you for contacting Antisocial Social Club. We apologize for the inconvenience you're having with your order. We continue working in an investigation over your case. We appreciate your patience. Please accept our sincerest apologies for any inconvenience this may have caused. We will email you back once we have a resolution to your matter." To follow up with this email, I get it. They don't really give me any update, but it's the kind of response I would expect. And then we just have the nested emails going on here. Following August 5th, so a couple more days have passed. I think like 6 days since the last response. Any update yet? I see some postings on Grailed for a tee and a hoodie with in-hand images from several weeks ago, but nobody anywhere has the collab jacket yet. So like I mentioned, this is the Mastermind collab jacket. Alongside that, they dropped the tees and the hoodies. So looking on Grailed, I was trying to get an idea of who has, or if anybody has received this item. Like I opened up in the initial email message, and I had seen, like I just said here, I saw some tees, I saw some hoodies popping up, and on Grailed you can have the images. A lot of them lead with the stock image, but if you scroll through it a little bit, I found some people that did actually have them in hand, though I could not find anybody who had in-hand images of the jacket. Moving forward, 5 days later, we get a reply from Antisocial. They say, "Thank you for contacting Antisocial Social Club. We apologize for the inconvenience you're having with your order. There is an investigation in progress over your package. We appreciate your patience. Please accept our sincerest apologies for any inconvenience this may have caused. We will email you back once we have a resolution to your matter." So pretty much copy and paste the same exact response. I think maybe they changed their "is" in this portion right there. Other than that, copy pasta from the last one. So 3 more days pass, no response. I'm like, it has been nearly 2 weeks since, in relation to when I first contacted them. Is there any update at all that you can provide? 4 days later, we get a response. "Dear Projay, thank you for contacting Antisocial Club. We apologize for the inconvenience you are having with your order." They got the name wrong, but the order number correct. Interesting. "Your issue has been already escalated to management." Another interesting statement. "And we're working on getting it resolved as soon as possible. However, we have to wait for a resolution before any action is taken. We'll email you back once we have a resolution. We apologize for any inconvenience, and we thank you for your patience. Kind regards, Antisocial Social Club." So there are a couple things I want to go into with this response. First of all, they addressed it to the wrong person. My name's not Projay. They did, however, get the order number correct. I think this shows just how lazy their customer service actually is. They didn't even, send the right name to it, and it's pretty much just copy pasta up to this point about that. They did, we do have a new alleged update that allegedly they escalated it to management, whatever that means. I don't think they ever, expand on that. So moving forward, we have my response, August 17th, I believe, maybe the next day. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I said the order should be associated to Tristan, not Projay. Not sure where you're seeing that. "Do you have a time frame of how long management usually takes to respond? I've been waiting for this piece since early January, much longer than the expected window provided on your website, which I believe is 2 months. With your reputation for shipping issues, I'm sure support sucks ass. But I'm just trying to get an answer to if this item is ever actually going to be made, or you guys are going to refund me, or you're just going to keep my money, or what the plan is." So you can see I'm getting a little annoyed with their responses. Going into this, I had very low expectations, and they are meeting those expectations. Moving forward, next day we get a response. They got the name correct, at least this time, and then they say, "Thank you for contacting Antisocial. We apologize for the inconvenience with that order. Your issue has already been escalated to management, and we're working on getting it resolved as soon as possible. We'll keep you posted about the status of your claim and email you back once we have a resolution. Apologize for any inconvenience. Thank you for bringing this to your attention, to our attention, and thank you for your patience." So it's been like 3 weeks at this point. They've sent me the incorrect name, told me they're escalating the issue. I don't know. So I respond the 25th, which is like almost a week after. "Is there any update? Haven't heard anything from you guys for over a week, and every update so far is just that you're investigating." Apparently not. So they reply the 26th, the next day. Or actually, no, they don't reply. I reply again. I'm like, can I get an update on the status of the investigation? No reply. So let's see, the 26th, so this moves to the 31st. And also keep in mind, I've been talking to them for a couple weeks already. So I sent another message. It's been 3 months since you shipped it and 9 months since I ordered it. I want my money back. And then, please send update. Since September 3rd, still no response. September 9th, 6 days later, update ? September 10th, I send, can I get an update please? Maybe this one will work. September 14th, I try a different one. I would like an update on the status of this investigation, please. And then October 16th, they don't respond, so I just send hello ? Which, big jump here. September 14th, October 16th, long time. And then November 10th, so, pretty much another month has passed. They say, thank you for contacting Antisocial Social Club. We apologize for the inconvenience you are having with your order. Upon checking the status of your package, based on our records, it appears it was delivered successfully. Your order was processed exactly as requested. If you still have not received it, please contact the carrier or visit your local post office and file a claim for lost or stolen packages. Please see the tracking and courier information below. And then they spelled below incorrectly. So this is interesting. They let over 2 months pass before they get back to me. Here's my chain of replies that they just disregarded. And then, I'm like, okay, this response sucks because that tracking number doesn't even work. Your website also even shows it is still in LA, which I think we can open up and maybe it's still, this is a super old order. I guess, let's see, order confirmed. Yeah, we've accepted your order and we're getting it ready. Come back to this page for updates on your shipment status, which just because it's so old, that might be like the default of it. Yeah, this is what it said during the time also. So I sent that to them. I also sent them a screenshot, which, let's see, November 10th. Yeah, I guess this is all November 10th. To which they reply, actually no, I replied again. I said, I literally can't even get a hold of support because the tracking number you gave doesn't work. The robocall won't accept it to connect me to a human. Please just send my order, like actually just ship the jacket, please. I've been waiting for almost a year. We both know you guys never gave it to FedEx. So this is in response to this image. If you type in the tracking number, you get not found. They do have, after a certain amount of time, a shipment will go stale. So maybe that's the case, but nothing ever arrived here. Nothing ever said it was ever shipping. Not from Antisocial's end, not from FedEx's end. FedEx always said they were just waiting for the item. Antisocial always said it was waiting to give the item to FedEx. So after 2 months of waiting and no updates, they just tell me that, oh yeah, everything went through as expected. And then when I talk about how I'm not able to get a hold of support, that's because every single method I tried to contact FedEx, they wanted you to enter a tracking number. Because this tracking number is no longer in their system, or maybe was never in their system, I'm not able to get a hold of an actual representative because they just tell me that it doesn't exist and I need a valid one to talk to a real person. So I was kind of stuck. November 12th, I sent another reply. Can I see whatever form you're looking at that says FedEx ever received the item? Let's see. Then they reply with, thank you for reaching out. We apologize for the inconvenience you're having with your order. If you did not receive it, we highly recommend you contact the courier or visit your local post office. Which, the last 2 messages I sent them was literally just, I'm not able to contact the courier. So I respond. Also, if you guys are interested, here's a screenshot of the Mastermind order. There's the jacket, which was very dope. I was excited to get it. $120, $19 shipping for, I don't know, them to just keep it, I guess. But yeah, this is how it looks. Shipment information sent to FedEx 5 months ago. So that's what I was looking at. Nothing ever got updated on there. So Yeah, next reply, November 12th. You know, it was a lot of back and forth going on here. Clearly they're not reading it, so I say, are you even reading what I'm sending? Because, you know, the previously mentioned FedEx not being able to cooperate. No response. So November 17th, 5 days later, please respond. I need the correct tracking number. And then November 19th, another 2 days pass. Please send the correct shipping number. The tracking you supplied does not exist. November 19th, they reply, thank you for reaching out. We apologize for the inconvenience you're having with your order. If you did not receive it, we highly recommend you contact the courier. Okay, so, you know, a broken record here. We know how this is going. I think this is the last reply. The tracking number you keep sending, FedEx can't find. I also tried calling them and they weren't able to help because it didn't exist. So November 19th, that's where they left. They never replied after this. They obviously don't care. And these are the emails. So if you're looking to contact Antisocial customer service and hoping to get any type of useful response, I would highly recommend lowering those expectations. And this is where it sits. This is where it has sat for almost a year now. So yeah, this is what I dealt with for like 4 or 5 months. July, August, September, October, November, 5 months just chilling, trying to get a simple response whether or not they were gonna send the jacket. And that's how it went. So at the end of the day, what happened, what was the resolution for this? I contacted my bank to do a chargeback, but unfortunately they said in order to do the chargeback, they'd have to cancel my card, which was a pain because back then I was reselling and it was in the middle of like the Supreme season. I didn't want to mess up my autofill and things like that. And it was just going to be a hassle because I don't live next to the bank that I was using for that card. So they'd have to cancel it and then send me a card like a week later. I'd be without, anything to use. So pretty much it'd be a huge inconvenience to me, even bigger of an inconvenience that it already was. I didn't get this item. I had to wrestle with support. You guys saw all that stuff that happened. And honestly, I kind of gave up after Antisocial said that they shipped it to FedEx or, whatever. They said it was delivered and to contact FedEx, because I knew whenever my bank created the argument or the case or whatever the correct terminology is, I knew whenever they created that, Antisocial was going to be like, here's this, and they're going to supply whatever information they had on their end and say that FedEx picked it up, and then you'd have to go to FedEx and complain about all this stuff. And I just knew I'd probably lose it. Like, they wouldn't be able to get it, my card would be canceled. So right when they said that, I kind of gave up, but I still wanted to pursue it to see what happened. But yeah, that is my story of how I bought a crazy Antisocial piece. I've been following them for years and I always wanted to get my hands on one of these Mastermind pieces. I finally was able to cop it. I was looking at the subreddit and everybody was like, yo, the Mastermind stuff sold out, or like it loaded sold out. And I was like, I'm one of the lucky ones. I got it. But at the end of the day, I turned out to be one of the unlucky ones. And that's how I lost like $150 to Antisocial and they scammed me.